Fuck you all.
Niggas is back and niggas is black. As always, it's the Black Rasslin Podcast, giving y'all wrestling from a nigga perspective. It's your boy Cal, rockthedub.com, but you already knew that. The squad is also on the line and on the video screen. Please say what's good to the people, y'all.
Your IlFam790 your social media choice, aka Hardy Janetti. I might have killed.
Wow.
I might have killed the nigga because he was one of them. Oh, never mind.
No, don't do that. Do not do that.
Final.
Spinal. That's funny.
Math Damon, this is not diversity week. The niggas is back.
Yeah. It's all niggas.
Right. Wow. Oh.
It's there's a lot going on. I think even if you don't watch UFC, there's still a bunch of pro wrestling going on this week. So while we will be making sure to cover as much topics as we can, I think we have to keep in mind that there's a bunch of shit going on. Plus, I need to relive some of my own childhood history. So let's just get a couple of things out of the way first. Currently, I noticed there's a Kamala fundraiser up on GoFundMe. His family's looking for help paying funeral expenses as well as just, I guess, general help for his family. You know, they was broke. You know what I'm saying? Him being sick took a big financial toll. They're asking for $35,000. It's currently at $31,981. I'm trying to think. It was started August 10th, so we're not even 2 weeks in. But the link is in the Black Rasslin Instagram bio at Black Rasslin on Instagram. You can go there and just click. It's either the first or second link on there. You'll see it. It says Kamala fundraiser, GoFundMe, what have you.
I'm just saying, how is this nigga? How did he just die and he's running for vice president? I don't get it.
It's crazy, right? It's crazy. Yeah. I mean, he had the shirts though. Was the thing. Like he had low key already been on the path since last like fall of 2019 or some shit like that. Like he was on the ready. But then he transformed. This is Kamala 3 is ready to take over the White House. But yeah, rest in peace to the Ugandan giant Kamala. What?
Yo,
what's up?
Just a quick tidbit. Shout out to Arve who did the Ugandan giant snapbacks for us.
Facts.
He was fighting COVID for a minute. He just made that public knowledge, so we want to say shout out to him.
He's good. Is he still fighting, or he's good now?
I haven't checked with him this week. He was still fighting last week.
Word.
I got a phone call earlier, so I'm assuming he's better now.
Word. I mean, that's good to hear. Best wishes and everything.
Facts.
Yeah, nice guy, man. Nice guy. I got a chance to chop it up with him last time when I picked up the Ugandan Giants.
Word. And because the way those hats are done is a little different, right? Like he put a lot of work into the sewing and whatnot for the logo on the hats, right?
It's called chain stitching.
Chain stitching, yeah.
He actually made the logo,
and
then he made the patch. So
yeah. You know, shouts out to him. Again, those just went completely out of stock. Everything is out of stock on the Black Rasslin Big Cartel. BlackRasslin.BigCartel.com. You can go see what you missed. Keep it locked to at Black Rasslin on Instagram for the future drops. Whenever there's a drop, I don't know, have no information. Nobody has any information right now on drops.
Yo, check out OnlyFans.
Outstanding.
Do we need an OnlyFans? What would be on our OnlyFans?
Fam up there twerking.
Yo, I seen a meme that says like when niggas is doing it missionary, dudes is really twerking while they doing it. You can't.
I'm slow whining. I'm slow whining in there, boy. In that honey pot, nigga.
We'll find out this nigga is trying
Dirty
to
wine, head ass. What the
Hey,
fuck
I'm
is
slow whining in there, boy.
That's ridiculous. That is actually ridiculous.
Nigga running around looking like Winnie the Pooh and shit. He's just got a t-shirt on.
There's some Jordans on.
Hands sticky as a motherfucker.
That's gross.
That's terrible.
You got honey all around your mouth.
Oh.
This episode might need to be called Winnie the Pooh, y'all. I mean, what the fuck?
Oh shit, that nigga in a black Rasslin hoodie. You see me when I'm in the house, bitch. You see me.
That's really
It's only from the neck up.
I see this nigga running to the refrigerator on his tippy toes. It's out of control.
Oh, that's funny.
Man.
I'm sorry. That's fucking hilarious. I apologize. I apologize if you're too young to know what Winnie the Pooh is to understand why that visual reference.
No, Davis ain't on the show.
Outstanding.
On the show this week.
We'll catch up next Diversity Day. So WWE, did y'all both saw the shots of the Thunderdome, what it looked like on the inside?
Yeah, 100%.
What do y'all think of that that NBA on steroids looking ass LED screen?
The first thing I thought when I saw it was it looks like the future. Like it looked like how niggas was like, what was the movie Paulie was in? Rollerball? Like
Rollerball?
I
feel like that.
I thought you meant Paulie Shore.
I never met Paulie Shore unless we talk about class act. I heard you and drugs were totally like I was like, what's wrong with this nigga, yo? She's gonna have a
Nah, but matter of fact, I don't know if people watch Black Mirror, but there's that one episode that
only watched one episode.
Which one?
That one.
The black one.
Which one? Oh no. There's
that one.
Shout out to
Yaya. Shout out your man Yaya.
Shouts out to Yaya. Shouts out Nicole Bahari. She was amazing as a Falcon's husband or Falcon's wife. She's a real one. She's a real one. There's an episode of Black Mirror with Daniel Kaluuya, like a young Daniel Kaluuya. It might be season 1 or 2. It's
that when he riding the bike?
Yeah, it's the one where he's riding the bike. You build up the credits.
Yes, I did see this one.
And there was like if you remember, there's like the American Idol stage, as where they're performing and they're looking out, and it's just like people, like digital people in the stands or whatever, all booing and shit. That's what, like, because the screen is so large and it's so bright. It makes it look real. It makes it look like Tron, or just like something like really ridiculous.
Yeah, and then you can see like a circle view of it. Like it looks dope from the outside. It's like because it the way when they pan out, it's like it's sitting in the middle of the ring is sitting in like the middle of a bowl of these screens. It kind of looks slick.
Well, our own brother Fam tried to. You signed up.
Yeah, I signed up. I tried it.
Well, this was what? This was like an early test? What did they call it?
Yeah, some kind of sneak preview, walkthrough, something.
But they didn't let the black man in.
Nah, I could hear stuff, but I couldn't see nothing.
Oh, so they said, nigga, you go behind the curtain. You got to pay another 50 cents to see something.
Yeah, I'm all out of quarters.
I'm trying to pull up. Hold on.
This
shit I mean, like I said, it looks bright for the people that have not seen it. Like, that's essentially, you see the ring, and then there's like Fam was saying, it's like a big bowl with these LED Facts. I mean, it's cool. Like, you can see the lights on top as well. This is so ghetto the way we have this shit set up right now. But fuck it, you can see it, right? The way they have the lights on top, kind of cascade, like crisscrossing. I don't know. I if you could get this shit working, I don't know if that user experience is something I would want to be a part of. Like, I'm almost surprised, fam, that I'm almost happy that it didn't work. Where they said your computer was too black to function right on.
Get this nigger computer out of here.
That's crazy. It's I'm gonna be tuned in to SmackDown. I don't normally tune into SmackDown, but I will tune in to see what this looks like. I'm kind of excited is not the word. I'm definitely just intrigued for ThunderDome. Not intrigued for the big gaping hole in the journalism department that is going to be left.
Took too long to get there, buddy.
When Renee Young gave her, she's gone after this weekend.
She put a 2-week notice in.
They I don't know. There's not been an official word as to why she left. I don't know what Meltzer knows, but Meltzer was talking about it, and he mentioned, he said something about, like, people not calling certain people, during the COVID stuff. Because remember, she actually had COVID-19. I don't know if he's saying to say, like, maybe Vincent hit her up to see how she was doing. Nobody's really keeping contact. I mean, who knows? That could piss a lot of people off, especially when, again, this is going to be your last weekend. She's usually running the pre-show table, during big events like this. Will she be in that capacity or not? Like, you got to treat people right. If that's the case, you got to treat people right.
Facts. Yeah, especially things that work 300 days a year.
Yeah, I imagine. I imagine anything you loved about backstage, a big part of that was because of Renee Young.
Timberwolves got the number 1 pick.
Who is it? Oni Lorcan? Nobody?
Yeah, that's the ill part about, like, winning the lottery this year is ain't no college basketball. How you gonna know who to get?
I don't understand
what's LaMelo?
Yes, right.
Gonna be a high pick.
LaMelo.
Gonna be a high
The nigga who
pick.
said nigga on TV.
All facts.
Literally.
That's not little nigga ball, is it? Is little nigga ball?
Beat that nigga ass.
Yeah. Yeah.
They learned it from somewhere. Lonzo's not Lonzo. What's the father name? Is the father Lonzo?
Big baller brand.
Romello.
Scuds.
No,
Romello Scuds.
Nigga.
Romello Scuds.
No.
Laverne. I don't remember my man's name. What's my man's name?
Said Laverne.
It's my schoolboy haircut.
What is Big Baller Brand's name? What is his name?
LeVar Ball.
Lamar. My bad.
LeVar Ball.
Laverne Ball.
My bad.
Laverne Ball.
My bad.
Yo,
My bad, Mr. Ball.
Hey, Ron, like, yo, I hate y'all niggas, yo.
I'm sorry. Yeah, I apologize. That was one. That was. I get what you're saying. I can't help it. Lamar Ball.
Fucking up names like shit.
Who's thinking of Lamar Ball in 2020 right now?
LeVar.
But also, like, I'm sorry, but
wide for the working man.
How terrible is 2020 where people are this hype over playoff? How many weeks have been in basketball?
No. The playoffs, I ain't gonna lie, yo. It's like you mix the NBA with March Madness. It's been the best NBA playoff, and it's only been 3 days.
Ever. It's been the best NBA playoff ever.
Which sustains what I've said forever. The goddamn season is way too long.
That's probably a good point. That's probably a good point. 82 games is a lot. 82 games is a lot.
This is different because it's centralized and we're getting games all day. So it's so, like I said, it is the March Madness thing. And
that was the first thing that got taken away from us. By the way, the first major thing that got taken away from us was March Madness. We're old.
No, it was.
He said we're oldest.
First thing that got taken away was pussy. Carry on, Cal.
There's, I think as of the time of this recording,
Somebody taking yours. I don't know what else happened after that. Somebody took yours, man. I don't know.
At the time of this recording, we don't know where Renee Young is going. Obviously, people are speculating ESPN or wherever the fuck.
I'm gonna start calling her Renee Moxley now.
Yeah, I don't want to say I don't think she'd be able to prosper if she goes to AEW. They're
gonna call her Ambrosia Moxley.
Facts, big facts. She'll be Laverne Moxley. I think the thing is just
nobody's getting the name Laverne in 2020.
I don't know. I feel like Renee Young is more talented.
Black ladies change their names from.
It's gonna be a little Corona baby, little Laverne. Laverne COVID
comes out with a pocketbook.
Yo, Laverne's best friend definitely name is Mabel. Like I'm 100% sure it's Laverne and Mabel. We've been together our whole lives.
Laverne comes out with a pocketbook is crazy.
Laverne hold her house coat together. Laverne hold her house coat together like this. When she come outside and yell at them boys always playing ball in the street. Shut up! Shut up!
Her pocketbook is crazy. Now we'll keep you posted. I would hope that Renee Young could go somewhere where she was doing more than pro wrestling. She deserves to be some what's that nigga Brian Gumbel type real sports type shit. Velveteen Dream. He's not only we've been talking about again. Don't want to toot our horn. I don't know if that's a pause or not, but we've been discussing. I can't think of the word. Like we've been discussing where we stand with Velveteen Dream for months before the release of the BRP 50, because of the initial allegations that again, if you didn't hear, he was not only accused of grooming an underage teen girl to send new photos, but they said that allegedly he sent photos as well.
But see, the nigga ain't even come back and just come back. This nigga came back, won matches to get into this 6-man with Action Bronson and god dang
Matt Hoffa.
And it was an Action Bronson and Light and it's yo, and have y'all seen the nigga Cameron Grimes, who looks like a very young Michael P.S. Hayes? He looked like P.S. Hayes. Like, I hate that nigga, yo. He definitely say nigga, yo. Cameron Grimes is nigga.
Cameron Grimes is a terrible name.
Cameron Grimes is related to Solomon Grundy.
All disgusting. So around the time that Velveteen Dream says, "Don't believe that shit, I was hacked. They sent private photos, we looking into it." He also disappeared from the face of pro wrestling. Nobody knew where he was.
That's Cameron Grimes.
That looks disgusting.
That's Michael B.S. Hayes, yo.
We need some soap. They said that Velveteen Dream had gotten into a car accident and was gone. Never said, injury, anything like that. And like Fam said, he just popped back up on TV, winning matches. He immediately was thrown into a feud with Finn Balor. He beat Finn, right, this week on NXT. So always a bad idea.
Facts.
So it recently dropped, but I wonder what the impact of the Deadspin article, which kind of just the Deadspin article basically collects all the stuff that people have been talking about since the initial allegations came out up until now. Props to them for putting it into context for people, but again, none of this is new. Now, what is new is Triple H. So I don't know if the WWE thought any of this through. Like, Triple H made a comment about today's world. You have to investigate things in this day-to-day, accusations are made, and you take them all very seriously. He says that he kept reiterating that the reason that Dream was out was because of a car accident. That's why it was off TV. He said everything that we have done in regards to the investigation. He says we are comfortable with him continuing to do what he does and everything else. They just keep saying this motherfucker was in a car accident. Yeah, they're basically saying that they did an investigation and deemed. He said nothing was found from the investigation, and that's why they're going, full steam ahead with this current push with him. Are you guys how do you guys feel about that? Are you okay with them, just strapping a rocket to his back immediately?
I think strapping a rocket to his back is overstatement.
Is it?
I think so. I don't the nigga ain't he's not in the world championship scene like he was.
He could. I mean, when you're back on TV and immediately beating Finn,
yeah, but
you're on your path. How much longer is it going to be before he's going for a title?
It's going to be a while. Well, he's fighting for a title this weekend, but he's not.
Oh, I mean, come on.
He's fighting for the North American title. It's actually a demotion. He was in the main event scene.
No,
yeah,
but he lost in the main event scene.
Him being on the pre-show would be a demotion. He's still main card.
I think he's gonna be main card. He's one of the biggest names they had. But my thing is I don't think they found anything.
Ain't it photos of this nigga on the net?
If you go to the Deadspin article, there's a tweet that has screen grabs of whatever was in it, because whatever was initially sent was sent on Reddit and ended up being deleted. But people screen grabbed it, and there is a shot that's censored of a black dude standing, by a wall, and you see a mostly nude torso or whatever. I don't know. I don't claim to know what Dream's body, especially his torso, looks like, but if you told me that was Velveteen Dream's torso, I'd be like, yeah, I would assume that would be Velveteen Dream's torso. It was, a tall black dude with muscles and shit. But there's a couple things. I heard that they're saying that the WWE didn't actually talk to the people who did the accusations. There was whatever the wrestler was. There's a guy who was trying to be a pro wrestler. And he said he knew that the accusations against Dream were true because Dream was doing the same thing to him. What was it, Fuller? Josh Fuller or something like that? What's his name?
Josh Fuller.
I believe his name is Josh Fuller.
Don't get on. It's something Fuller, yeah.
I'm pretty sure it's Josh. I'll look it up in the Deadspin article, but I'm pretty sure his name is Josh Fuller. But he said when he was 16 and Dream was 19 that Dream had befriended him and they were following each other on Facebook, and it sounds like he thought it was weird at first, but after the fact, he says he realized that Dream was actually on some inappropriate stuff with a minor when it came to some of the things he suggested or some of the messages that they had back and forth. Yes, his name is Josh Fuller.
Josh Fuller.
Yeah, I don't know.
They did not. The WWE did not contact Josh Fuller, correct?
Right, and he said they didn't contact him, and he said he's in contact with the girls who initially, dropped the accusations against him, and he said he's saying that they said the WWE didn't speak to them either.
I'm going to tell you, this is how I think this is going to pan out. If the WWE did a bad job at attempting to vet this story, then the Dream will disappear in a few weeks. If they did an investigation and didn't find anything, we'll keep seeing Dream. That's it.
No way.
It's one of those.
I mean, there's a third option, but I mean, it involves. There's ways to investigate. God, I can't. I don't want to say I question the investigation, but I mean, there have been investigations in the past where instead of looking directly at the problem, trying to figure out what it is, you're trying to figure out how the company is not culpable.
Okay,
and I mean, and I only know that because when I used to do, I temped at a insurance company. I would do transcriptions of the different calls for like slip and falls during icy roads and things like that. Icy, mostly businesses where someone fell because they didn't saw the sidewalk. And a lot of the conversation you can tell with the investigators, it's not so much. It's either A, what did the person who fell did wrong? It was B, what things could have happened externally that would, take the blame away from the entity. You know what I'm saying? I mean, and I don't want to say, I can't speculate that being what the WWE is doing. Nobody knows what exactly is being asked. A lot of this is just hearsay. But those things do happen. And it's I think you can't not be that type of conspiracy theorist because it is, there's corporate dollars at stake if a dude is a whole child predator confirmed during, one of the biggest pay-per-view weekends of when you're trying to present new shit to get people to watch it. You know what I'm saying? Like there's a lot at stake right now, and Dream fucking up, even though he's not the biggest star, it could be very detrimental to what's going on when people have nothing but time. That's all I'm saying. We don't know. I'm in my heart of hearts, I don't want anybody preying on any little kids. Let me find out though, Dream, that's you. It's you can't even excuse it. You really can't excuse it. So
right, this is really why I just don't feel like these niggas would play with this at this point in time.
Word. That's a good point. You have to. You hope they would take it seriously.
You would hope they would take it seriously, but we've seen these motherfuckers, what they've done in the past. Their track record is trash.
Exactly. And again, I don't even need to go into all that. You can just go through the archives and check a lot of that stuff out. We need to get to this weekend of shows. Saturday night, if you're a fan of NXT and AEW, there's going to be a point where you're going to have to make a decision somewhere around that 7 o'clock, 7:30 time frame. And a lot of it depends on when AEW Saturday Night Dynamite starts, because they're on the clock at 6 o'clock, but I think it's based off of however long the playoff games go on Saturday. It could be a little later, but I'd say wherever you go to watch TNT, tune to that. Do what we used to do back in the day. Tune in like 5:45, 5:50. When I used to tune on to TBS, I didn't know what Little House on the Prairie was talking about, but you should catch the last 10 minutes of that damn show.
Oh shit! Michael died again. Like, why the fuck is Michael Landon still alive? He's
a whole angel. That's a whole angel. But yeah, Saturday night. I guess we should go through the AEW Saturday Night Dynamite card first, and then we'll go through. Highway to Heaven used to come on weekdays during the summer. I would. That was when I knew to change the channel. You know what
That
I'm saying?
shit
Like
was depressing. Like, god damn.
you'd be home
Everybody
from
dead
school.
in there?
The whole squad is dead. You
Like
have
the
to put on the
15th
channel.
fifth.
You could coast on the channel for maybe like an hour, but when that shit came on, you had to go somewhere else.
Nah,
Fuck
nigga.
that.
I don't want to see the Sixth Sense when I'm 9. Like, what the fuck? It's 11 a.m. and everybody dead.
The whole shit is dead. AEW Saturday Night Dynamite immediately following NBA. Let's run through this card. I guess we'll go of least importance to most importance. There is Darby Allin is supposed to be in action. I don't know. Have we heard of who he's going to be wrestling?
Nope.
I don't know. I wouldn't be surprised if there's some type of Ricky Stark situation there. There's an eight-man tag match. The Lucha Bros, the Butcher and the Blade.
So I gotta watch that.
Facts. It's Lucha Bros and the Butcher and the Blade versus Jurassic Express and the Natural Nightmares of QT Marshall and Dustin Rhodes.
I'm sorry. Does that mean that means Marco Stunt, right?
Marco Stunt is not in the match, but he will be on at ringside.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, I think I gotta go.
My niggas is wrestling though.
The Lucha Bros. Flip that shit just like the Lucha.
They're the second best Hispanic tag team that they got.
Damn.
I'm sorry, what? That is the second best Hispanic tag team that they have.
The Lucha
Bros.
Bros.
I don't trust any nigga wearing toe shoes.
Speaking of what people wear, shouts out to Bootleg Kev. Heard he you may or may not see something in the near future. Anyway, moving right along. The finals to the Women's Tag Team Cup. The legendary Medusa will be on hand to present the cup. The Nightmare Sisters of Brandy Rhodes and Allie are taking on Diamante and Ivelisse. Diamante and Ivelisse both wear bandanas around their face.
Facts.
I don't know who. I'm assuming Brandy Rhodes is going to win this.
I hope not.
Ivelisse Diamante fairly new, right?
Yeah.
Let's see. I'm gonna go Brandy Rhodes because she black.
No, I'm going Ivelisse and Diamante.
Tag team.
Diamante.
You rocking with them?
Facts. Shout out to my nigga Hill who whipped the Diamante and shit.
Jesus. FTR is going to be taking on Private Party.
FTR for sure.
Yeah, it's FTR.
I'm rooting for Private Party.
This is definitely a crash of champions.
Of course, we root for Private Party, but they ain't gonna win.
Yeah, we're realistic.
That's gonna be a weird match. A 6-man grudge match. The Elite, which is Kenny Omega and the Young Bucks taking on the Dark Order. Alex Reynolds, John Silver, and Alan Angel.
Who?
I don't know.
No bullshit. Dark Order gonna win.
I'm not.
I don't want to watch this. I might have to root for the Dark Order because I really don't like seeing Kenny Omega and the Young Bucks together. I didn't like that last match they did with.
I hate them motherfuckers together.
They always do some bullshit.
I hate the Young Bucks, dog.
Talk about it. Why?
Yo,
V-Trigger.
The one thing I'm gonna keep it a buck, yo.
Keep it a buck.
Keep it a buck. The one thing I used to love about like the independent wrestling and shit was you got to see some shit that wasn't showcased on television, which was like you didn't get to see luchador style wrestling every Monday. You know what I'm saying? Or whenever TNA wasn't bankrupt.
Right.
You didn't really get to see it a lot. You had high flyers, but they were high flyers. They didn't do Canadian destroyers and super kicks all fucking match.
Eat that shit.
Like this shit is
and
super.
Kip ups. Don't forget
and
Kip ups.
fucking Kip ups with tassels all over the place. This shit is trash. Like the Young Bucks are trash.
Shouts out to Shawn Michaels getting his face kicked off on Raw this week.
Oh man, that shit sent me into the orbit, my nigga.
That nigga walking around here with Arn Anderson head.
With Arn Anderson head. You know that's the evil's coming back to get him.
Nah, it's just time. It's just time.
That's all that bullshit he put out in the
That's all that. Yeah, facts.
I know millions of evil niggas with a head full of hair.
Yeah.
No, there's something wrong with him.
Am I evil? That shit always fun.
Nigga.
My son said something about. My son said something about. He said I had a receding headline. I said, nigga, it's too late for that.
That shit already receded.
That shit back here. That shit is saluting. That shit is saluting.
My nigga,
you'll never find. Blow. It's still there.
His eye, right? He lost one eye. His hairline gone, and his back bad. Like that's the evils.
Nah, yo, nigga say don't never leave a good looking corpse. All that means is that nigga be living.
Still.
You supposed to be a good looking corpse, nigga. What the fuck you talking about?
What do you mean? No, nigga, you use all that good looks and while you're here. Don't nobody want to be cute in a casket. You got more living to do, baby.
Yeah.
So you just cock your eye?
I'm not cocking anything.
You just throw the cock right in your eye.
So it's gonna be me and Cal for the rest of the episode.
The views of Matt Hoffa do not resemble.
You just throw the cock right in your eye.
You're not supposed to say it again.
Wow.
You're not supposed to, that was not.
I thought it was gonna be different. I was like, oh, let him back in.
That was not a request to say it again.
Hold on, because I can see the nigga off cam right now.
Just put a cock in your eye is crazy, man.
Might be the name of the episode.
No, I don't think we can. I don't think we can do that.
Fully Cocked is the name of the next WWE pay-per-view.
In your house, fully cocked.
Fully cocked in your house.
Them niggas' eyes is here. This motherfucker is fully cocked.
That's disgusting.
Look like a Black Raw preview. That nigga watching Black Raw right now. You know.
Holy shit! This is terrible. Oh my god.
Hey, Davey Boy Drip. See how many times cocked eye has been mentioned this episode, my nigga.
Facts.
Davey Boy Drip sound like you need penicillin.
Facts. Right.
I didn't say his Davey Boy is dripping. Or some no shit like that. It's Davey Boy Drip, my nigga. You old. You don't know nothing about the drip.
Nigga, we was in high school together.
This nigga talking like he 14 years old. That's why you can't grow a whole fucking beard, huh? You young face bitch. What the fuck is going on? Talking about you old, you don't know no drip. God damn it.
You don't know no drip, nigga.
God damn it. You old just like we old. You just getting our drinks, nigga. Get the fuck out of here. Shit. I'm sorry.
OG, you straight? OG, you straight?
Call a nigga OG that's 17 months older than you is crazy.
You want to fight? You want to fight somebody for real? What is wrong with my life where I'm now OG? I skipped a whole bunch of years. OG.
Anything, baby. You know, we out here, so you know, nigga, give you problems, let us know.
Like, yo, both of y'all niggas got work in the morning.
Matter of fact, nigga, shut up, nigga. You work the same shift I work, nigga.
OG. That's funny. And again, you can only get this type of humor on the Black Rasslin podcast. Actually, let me check something.
That was a very black joke, to be honest. I don't think.
Yeah, that's the blackest thing. That's the blackest conversation I've had today. I'm checking something to see if something is out. Hold on. While I check that, though, the final match on AEW Saturday Night Dynamite TNT Championship match. Cody Rhodes defending the title against Brody Lee. Does the winner get both of the belts? I don't know what's going on. Nobody.
Winner leaves town, yo. The winner gets off the promotion. Niggas is booking themselves off the show.
Wow.
Facts.
Get me out of here.
Facts. That's the main event? Can't be, right?
I'm not watching that shit.
Nobody's so that's the ill part. That's really the story, is that they're running that show, and it's running the same night as
TakeOver
30.
TakeOver 30. I believe
TakeOver Vin Diesel.
And WWE's funny because I think originally that was supposed to start at 7, but I think the pre-show for TakeOver 30 starts around like 6:30. So depending on where Dynamite is placing matches, you might have to make some decisions. Currently, they're what's up?
They're getting smashed this week.
Yeah, we'll see. There's 6 matches on the NXT TakeOver 30 card. And just as a note, TakeOver 30, and I believe NXT in general will still be taking place at. They're going to be at Full Sail. They won't be at ThunderDome. Welcome to the TerraDome. They won't be there anytime. TakeOver at XXX looks crazy.
No bullshit.
That's an episode of Black Raw. What the fuck?
Big facts. I'll order that one.
Then again, there's going to be 6 matches. One
Here
of them
comes Shotzi Blackheart.
The pre-show match is apparently Breezango versus Oni Lorcan and Danny Burch versus Legado del Fantasma in a triple threat tag match.
I'm watching AEW on this one.
You don't care who's going to be the number 1 contender for the NXT Tag Team Championship?
It's going to be the Mexican.
They got tag titles?
The funniest part is the tag titles are not defended on this card.
This is the wackest shit.
Pretty much. After losing the Velveteen Dream, Finn Balor has a match with Timothy Thatcher. This is not a good show.
No, Finn versus Thatcher is good.
I like Finn.
I don't know.
I like Timothy Thatcher. Timothy Thatcher can go.
I like Finn a lot. I like Finn enough to watch the match.
Timothy Thatcher.
Thatcher's just another version of the Bruiserweight.
Timothy Thatcher looks like who's the guy you were talking about? He looks like who was that cat from earlier? Cameron Grimes. He looked like Cameron Grimes, like built.
No, he don't look like Cameron Grimes. Cameron Grimes look like Michael B.S. Hayes, yo.
Cameron Grimes looks like Pillman's son.
Timothy Thatcher, actually, I'm lying. Timothy Thatcher looks like what John Moxley thought he was going to look like when he had on the black shorts.
Death Rider.
Show me why. Either.
I'm taking Finn in that match, by the way.
Yeah, I don't like. Again, who was Timothy Thatcher?
Timothy Thatcher.
Finn better win this damn match.
Why do British niggas pronounce their THs as an F?
Thatcher. I don't know. We're pretty funny, mate.
We're gonna get through it. Right? And
I pronounce my THs as F's, nigga. My mother. Well,
Count.
Teeth.
Count.
No. If the word starts with TH, they'll start with an F.
Count.
free.
Yeah. Free or full.
Free
That's
or
how
full.
they say it.
It's like it's about 3-4 niggas came in. It's about 3-4 niggas came in. They thought they were gonna rob them, mate. I told them I'm gonna hold them down. I'm all right. Everything's all right.
This Idris Elba head ass nigga.
This motherfucker is from Lock, Stock, and Two Smoking Barrels. This bitch from Snatch.
Jesus Christ. Oh, that's hilarious. That was fun. I didn't know you had a UK accent as well.
The ill part is that's called Cockney.
Cockney.
Yes, it is.
Terrible.
Yes, it is.
Cocking your eye. Yeah, right.
Your eye cock.
Adam Cole and Pat McAfee have a match.
That's the main event, ain't it?
That's
It
what
better
you
not be. It better not be.
That's the mainstream draw. Nah,
for
you
some.
you know what the main event is.
Yeah.
Keith Lee.
For some reason, I got a feeling that the Undisputed Era is going to turn on Adam Cole. I don't know why.
Because you want it to happen.
I do.
It's one of those things, man. It's kind of like when a girl gets cheated on, right? And a nigga give her some whack excuse, but she wants to believe said whack excuse so bad she'll believe it because that's what she wants to believe.
Facts.
Huh? What the fuck are you saying?
So, like, what he's trying to say is like, okay, Friday night, you and Shorty supposed to have a date. You get ready, you buy flowers, you make all the plans. It's going to be a magical night. Supposed to meet at 8. 7:50.
7:50.
Hit you on the line talking about, I'm sorry, my job called me.
At 7:30.
That's whack. That's whack as fuck.
Hey, a better option came up.
Yeah, no bullshit. She had to get her plumbing right.
In it.
In it, mate. What'd you say about free phone niggas?
She got the old Franken beans. She got the old Franken beans, isn't it? Someone got me the old 4.
Free phone niggas. That's funny. It's funny because UK people they probably have a concept of the word, but they don't use it. I've never heard of like a black person from the UK say it.
Yeah, you ain't never been to Brixton. Niggas in Brixton be like, I'm going big shock, you know. My man, living north, Court Alley. You know what I mean?
And
right before I go on holiday, these niggas call me into work.
Brit Fam is funny as shit, yo.
It's quite rubbish, isn't it?
Oh, Brit Fam is crazy.
What we need to do our own audio commentary for NXT UK. This is Fam talking. Oh, that's amazing. Who would pay $5 a month for that? Let's go.
Straight out of Lower Uncton.
Yeah, that nigga's out of Lower Uncton. Oh man.
Oh, that's funny. That's fucking. What's that? That 47 concubines? What's it called again?
Wow.
47 concubines.
What's it called? 19 crimes.
Cali Red.
And you put
Cali Red, and he a crip.
Yeah,
it's a red wine. They don't have blue wine. They got
have said it's the wine blue. Facts. Facts.
Red.
So that check, I want to be red as fuck.
Ain't the first time that nigga made no blood money, nigga. Him and Shook was out in these streets together.
Well, I will say I've been watching.
I'm talking about money with bloods, like.
No, I get it.
Okay.
I'm almost at the end of I'm almost at the end of season 4 of 60 Days In, And all I'm learning from the prison system is the Bloods and the Crips, they don't really bang on each other like they used to.
Niggas, they beat each other. It'd be a bunch
of they said
Yeah.
they do was like it's just a lot of blood on it's been a lot. It's been blood on blood friction. It's been blood on blood friction.
A bunch of Crip sets beating for each other. I'm from this set, nigga. I'm from this set, nigga. F your address. F your address. Let's fight.
Let's fight. Oh, you from over there? I'm over here.
Yeah.
You from down the block? Oh, I'm from up the block.
Same gang, different set.
Rather all thing, isn't it?
Oh,
that
you
shit's stupid.
3-4 niggas. Io Shirai is defending the NXT Women's Championship against Dakota Kai.
That should be good.
Yeah, it should be real good.
But it'll be Io. It'll be Io.
It better be Io.
It better be Io.
Captain Io. Shout out for the reference. Not a lot of niggas to get that reference.
That'll be her WrestleMania entrance. Is it the Captain Io shit?
Yo, I just saw Captain Io like 6 years ago.
For the first time?
First time.
You didn't see Captain Io when it came on TV?
I know it came on TV.
It was on TV?
I saw.
Are you all kidding me?
Nah, I saw Captain Io the way you're supposed to see Captain Io.
At
Epcot?
Yeah.
Yeah. I did. Captain Io was on TV.
I didn't know that.
Get the fuck out of here.
I had it on tape. They elder Michael Jackson stuff come on TV.
This nigga used to he was holding. He asked Craig to hold his VCR so he could.
No, you know what it is. You know what it is. Real pirates do real things. I've been a pirate. You know what I'm saying? I
believe it.
1990. My mom had a VCR. Nigga should have told me how to record over a videotape. Stop it.
Would you put the
the toilet paper in there?
Yeah.
Whatever you need, put you a piece of tape over that, John, and you can record whatever you want. And what I used to do, because it was the lowest quality, but if you recorded at the lowest quality, you could record 6 hours.
Longer. Yep. It was like SPLP and then XLP or something like that.
Yep.
It was 3 seconds. Yeah.
Niggas ain't had nothing. Come on.
Oh, nigga, let me tell you about my pops. Let me tell you how my pops would go.
This nigga was a pirate.
Nigga.
Pops would
go to Blockbuster, and I couldn't tell you the number of tapes he rented. I'll just say it was about that much. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
That much. He would put 3 movies per tape.
And
the nigga had everything. And then
the nigga had it was like you know how what fucking record store was it when you had to go through the CDs like this? You know what I mean?
I know what you're talking about. I don't know which one it is. Like Nobody Beats the Wiz, some shit like that, like the tall
That's
shit.
how that motherfucker's fucking VHSs was, yo. They were all over the bitch.
And I want y'all to know that piracy never stopped. Shouts out to the one day I went to, because niggas used to be, we was early Netflix. We was Netflix DVD. My DVD queue was crazy. Now, the one day I went to Best Buy and found the best $17 I ever spent on a single disc. It was called like DVD 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, I already spent that $17 out back at Best Buy.
Nah. Shouts out to the stores in Trenton that you found the one wall.
I don't want to go all the way around the world.
You looked over that one wall like, oh, that's what y'all got over there. Let me get one of those films.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you meant you slid in the wall.
I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know nothing about that.
Shout out to the saloon door in the back of the video store. Niggas knew what was side of that. Have you ever been? Because have you ever been past the saloon door at the video store?
I went once.
Yes. Don't touch it with your bare hand.
No. We went once. We got in trouble. I'll never forget. Because it was. They didn't have saloon doors. They had a curtain. So it was. You'd walk into the spot, and like to the left, like if you made a quick left, it was all the movies, mainstream, action, horror, all that stuff.
The family movies that they advertised with Betty Boop out front.
Big facts. But mind you, this wasn't like I don't even know the name of this video store. It was near my cousin's house in South Jersey. It was just video store. Video. On the right, it was like they would have the NBA and like facts all the
shooting video,
the sports stuff and that was where the wrestling was. I remember the wrestling. What was it? The Starcade Night of the Skywalkers, but that wall was right there.
Did they have Grunt, the wrestling movie?
No, but they had Body Slam. There was a couple of we watched pretty much all the wrestling tapes that they had there. That were like, we can
find a copy of Grunt the wrestling movie. We're definitely doing a watch along.
There's a couple of wrestling movies from back in the day that we probably should watch. But yeah, so there was the wrestling section, then there was a curtain, and then it was like a long counter next to the curtain. You went through the curtain, that's where the nasty section was.
Nasty section, baby.
One Saturday,
that might be the name of the episode.
The nasty section is a good one. The clerk must have been turned around or something. My cousin went in there and he
eyes like this.
Yeah, he walked out and it was like, what did you just see? What did you just see? So I took my little curious ass and I walked back there too.
All this bush. It's bush everywhere.
It was it was an eye-opening experience. But then you hear, hey kid, get the hell out of there, and then
so nasty.
Ran right the hell out that spot.
Get your nasty ass out of here.
Facts, dirty little mother. And we used to go because
4 videos in his hand.
That's the same spot you rented video games too from. So we were in and out of that spot a lot. You know what I mean?
For me, that was called Severn Square Video.
Severn Square.
Okay.
Nasty curtain, my nigga.
Nasty curtain. Nasty saloon door.
It was a saloon door on that one.
Yeah.
But when they opened it,
you sarsaparilla back then. It wasn't no sarsaparilla.
You could see it.
It was asparilla.
Asparilla, boy. Asparilla.
Asparilla's crazy. That's fucking funny. We are still talking as NXT. Let's get back to this. I'm sorry. I apologize.
SummerSlam.
Yeah, for real. Like I said, this weekend is.
Everybody in here watch nasty movies, Cal. They've been in the nasty section, or they wanted to be in the nasty section.
Davis don't know
all the
about
niggas
the
that
nasty
listen
section.
is old.
Real quick,
Davey Boy Drip don't know about the nasty section.
What kind of nigga watch a whole nasty movie from beginning to end?
I've never seen.
Oh, I've done it.
You are a special nigga.
Wait. How long was this movie?
Should be like 6 hours, my nigga.
You've seen front to back.
Hey,
you gotta peel yourself off the couch.
That nigga walking around like this the rest of the day.
You gotta peel yourself off the leather, my nigga.
That's disgusting.
Your ass print.
when you've seen the credits on a porno film, like what the fuck are you talking about?
You're a filthy motherfucker, boy.
That nigga, yo. That nigga came to the spot. That nigga had a whole goddamn arm in the sling. What happened, yo? You fell? Nah, yo, I watched the whole nasty.
I watched the whole nasty
thing. Nah, I'm talking.
I spent all day on that couch.
And they come to the green box with an arm in the sling and a Gatorade, yo, drinking like Napoleon Dynamite.
Green box used to be lit, my nigga.
Shit, you should never know how a nasty movie ends.
Yo,
the credits be fast as a bitch.
It was always recorded in Van Nuys, California.
How about that?
The motherfuckers be flying, yo.
Facts.
And the tracking was fucked up at the end too, because you rewinded it too much.
Yeah, or that one spot.
You got to get it back to the spot. You don't get it caught.
Get it back. Oh yeah, you got to get that bitch back to the spot. I remember when
every if y'all know what we're talking about, y'all some nasty individuals.
Yo, God bless his soul, pops and shit. Rich and School Rock would be like, yo, my pops got these nasty moves. Bring them on down, baby.
Yeah, bring them through. Niggas
throw the nasty movie and the shit. You like, damn. why this fat white nigga got this bush like that? And
Ron
that
Jeremy, yo.
Ron Jeremy and shit. My man like, yo,
Jeremy,
Ron Jeremy. This
niggas,
Ron Jeremy and shit. I'm like, yo, why the fuck does white man
as
on here?
As the New York niggas call him Ron Jeremy, nigga. Ron Jeremy.
Jeremy. Moving.
Never get that bitch back on the right spot and shit, my nigga.
75.
Nigga, writing down the time on the damn porno tape. You got some real savage.
Baby, you gotta get. I'm not trying to get in trouble.
You ain't trying to get in trouble because you nasty. Because you're a filthy little motherfucker, boy.
That's
nasty.
The nasty section is funny. That's probably what the other podcasts call us, the nasty section.
The nasty section.
This is the section of Rasslin.
Yes. Fam, was you at grandma's house and shit when the niggas left the dirty movie in the living room?
No.
Nigga.
Who did
Boy,
that?
it was lit.
Yeah, who did it?
First, who did that?
So I walked past because our TV was in the living room and shit, like it was the main room and shit, right?
Word.
So I'm looking and I'm like, nah, that don't say cum sluts on it, do it?
Shut the fuck up. Shut up.
It's cum sluts. It's cum sluts on the VCR. I'm like, yo, it's not.
No.
It's no way that's cum sluts. So my grandmother used to wash. She used to wash the dishes like every night before she went to bed, right?
Mine too.
So
Shout out grandma RP.
See, look, my cousin know. You knew when she was washing the dishes, she was about to go upstairs. My nigga, I had my eyes on cum sluts for 19 hours.
Yo.
Since 9 a.m.
Yo.
Wash them dishes and go upstairs. It is on.
That's disgusting.
Nigga. I'm like, yo, I'm bugging.
He did.
I know this like an infomercial. I know this an infomercial.
To cum sluts?
I throw cum. Yeah, it could have been an infomercial. I don't know.
Yeah.
I throw cum sluts in the VCR, nigga. It was ringing off. It was ringing off, my nigga.
What are you talking about?
I'm like, whose cum sluts is this?
Whose cum sluts is this? Is in?
Excuse me, sir.
Pardon me, governor.
Did you lose your cum sluts? Like, what are you talking about?
The nigga had the son, I don't know who tape this is, so I gotta put it back in the living room.
That's fucked up. That's just fucked up.
With the cum slut tape.
Who would wait? Were there any adult males in the house during this period?
My uncle just got home from jail.
Oh
yeah. So there you go. That you know who tape it was.
I know, because it was in his gym bag like 2 weeks later. Like, oh shit, this nigga got. He
was working out all right. Shit. The fuck is going on?
Oh man, shout out to my teenage years.
Yeah. Damn Sunny D.
Sunny pissing smooth in the Sunny D.
All right. It's gonna be a ladder match for the NXT North American Championship. We're still on NXT. I'm sorry. Bronson Reed, Damian Priest, Cameron Grimes, Johnny Gargano, and Velveteen Dream. Johnny Gargano's broken, right? Didn't they break him on NXT the other day?
And he's broken. Yeah.
Velveteen Dream gonna win. You said what?
He's a Hardy.
Yeah.
Broken Johnny Hardy. Velveteen Dream was the front runner, I believe. I don't know who else wins here.
I really hope he's not.
I don't know who else wins here, Cap.
I really hope Velveteen is on the level when he says he's not. That's not true, and he got hacked. I want to believe that he's on the level with that. Something doesn't feel right.
No.
But regardless of what the situation is, it sounds like they're pushing him to the moon. So don't be surprised if he has that NXT North American. They said they were. I didn't see it. They said they were doing a fire Velveteen Dream hashtag after NXT?
Yeah. Yeah, it was cooking this afternoon, son.
Yeah, it was cooking today.
Cooking.
If he wins that title, they better be ready. They better be ready.
Now he's getting pulled, son.
He's not. First of all, he's not winning. He's not like. He's just kind of adds to the credibility of the rest of the guys in the match. To me, they're pushing the Action Bronson nigga. Of course, they're pushing the Baron Corbin nigga. They're pushing Cameron Grimes. All these guys in this match, they're kind of they're pushing. They're just using Velveteen to get these guys over. He's not. He won't win.
I mean, but that's at some point somebody's going to win. So it might depend. And
I got a feeling it's going to be Cameron Grimes.
When Cameron sees me, no, I'm sorry. I didn't realize that NXT Creative is just Triple H and Shawn Michaels.
That's yeah.
Because they said that whoever the head writer was over there left at NXT, and now it's
probably mad. It was like it's the goddamn click all over again.
Facts. DX is running NXT. I think Velveteen's going to win. Finally, look.
Nah.
Prove me wrong. Keith Lee defending the NXT Championship against Karrion Kross. Is this
a good match?
Are they ready to put the belt on Karrion? Because Karrion's getting that belt at some point.
I don't think so. I think it's going to end up weird. Something with Adam Cole. This is where you get the Adam Cole and his goons come out.
Is Black Lives Matter over for the WWE?
Absolutely.
Nah,
not yet.
Is that a factor? Like if Black Lives don't matter anymore, socially is again.
Black Lives don't matter again.
If Black Lives do not matter again, does that mean Keith Lee loses the belt?
Nah, because Keith Lee is actually a type of guy that Vince likes. He's a great big nigga with charisma.
He's not black.
Yeah.
You see that? See the way he comes. You see the way he comes to the ring? He can sing too. Really?
Nigger, tell me something. That big ass no. What did I have for lunch? Can you smell what's in my stomach?
How do you think? Can you smell what the Rock is cooking was born? He's
facts. I farted. The Rock. Can you smell what was cooked?
I bet you Mark Henry could smell what the Rock. Big silverback nigga.
That big black son of a bitch. Sorry, when I try and imitate Vince McMahon, a racist voice comes out. I apologize.
I mean,
but you know what it is? It's because he was on TV using the N-word.
My nigga.
It happened. And John Cena said what? And Booker T said what? And then they just went to the next segment.
Booker T said, "Tell me he did not just say that."
Yeah, and then the camera stopped, and he said, "Wait, well, I understand. I get why. Maybe I did something wrong."
You understand when I said it to Hogan? I was wrong. However, when Vince said it, he had a do-rag on at the time, and that allowed him some powers of negressity to where he could really just get the nigga off.
The powers of negressity. The power of negressity is crazy.
See,
I'm just saying.
It gave him one pass in negressity to get through saying the word, because the word I don't even like. You know what I'm saying? Shuck it, duck it. I hate. You know what I mean? But I'm gonna say it today because it's a couple of niggas I don't want to see get pushed. Anyway, back to the show.
Somebody, I can't wait till we get to the point where we have fans who like chop up that stuff. Like this episode alone has got a couple of really great ill fan voiceovers.
Brick fan.
Brick fan was good. That's the. I'm hoping Keith Lee keeps that belt.
Yeah, it's Keith Lee and a weird ending. Is just what it's going to be.
Is it another fireball situation? I mean, we can't keep going to that.
Oh, yo, Keith Lee, I love you, fam. Nah,
we got to work on that.
Yeah,
we got to work on it.
Open up, fire! Oh!
Convincing the back. Look at that. Look at the way that nigger reacted to that fireball.
Well, it's a hot nigger tonight.
Jesus. So this Sunday, SummerSlam is going down at the Amway Center. Again, everything else for the WWE that isn't NXT will be at the Amway Center. This will be the
bubble.
Facts. This will be the first pay-per-view from the WWE bubble. 8 matches. I think everything is supposed to be live at this point. So I'm going to assume that nothing was pre-taped for this pay-per-view, but who knows?
That is a great thing for the haters of the cinematic.
Yeah. Again, I also don't know which match would be deemed cinematic for the show, but I don't think anything on this can't be done live on Sunday. So let's go through this card. Also, I'm not sure what's pre-show and what isn't. And note that we are recording this show before SmackDown, so if anything, it gets added on SmackDown. AA Ron, don't get mad at me. I didn't do it wrong.
Drip, you better have notes for what's
facts.
Added.
Drippy the Dragon Steamboat? Oh,
Drippy the Dragon Steamboat. Mandy Rose versus Sonya Deville in a hair versus hair match, because that's necessary at this point.
Yeah, they got some pretty. Their offense is pretty aggressive looking. What's the name? Took a very aggressive. Was it a power bomb over the rail this week? That looked really violent.
Yeah.
I'm going Sonya Deville.
And also, I'm actually, given what happened with Sonya Deville over the weekend, with some cat legit, there's some cat legit tried to kidnap her to the point where like he got in her house. If you go through some sites, they show that like he was on some real like internet stalker type shit. There's some theories that are saying that because this was a hair versus hair match, they're thinking that's what prompted him to spring into action. Maybe he thought that whatever his image of her was going to be tainted. I don't fucking know. If she wrestles this match, which I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if she said, "Look, I can't wrestle. I can't do wressling right now." That was her life.
I completely forgot about that. Even though that was what, Tuesday.
I think. I'm trying to think when I first heard word about it. It might even been Monday. It wasn't Monday?
Yeah.
I think it may have happened over the weekend, but word came like early this week.
Yeah. I wouldn't blame him for not wrestling.
But we'll see.
This will be one of the times when our champion niggas standing their ground in Florida.
Word. Although I think when she got word from her security system that dude was in the house, she left. Her and whoever was there, they booked. I don't know if that was her significant other, if it was a friend or whatever, but they left the house immediately, and the cops called dude, and he had like a whole kit full of wild shit ready to do some damage. So, yeah, that match is going down so far. Dominic is going to be taking on Seth Rollins in a street fight match. Rey Mysterio is going to be in Dominic's corner, and Murphy will be with Seth Rollins.
I'm going with Murphy Lee and the St. Lunatics.
Facts.
I'm going with, can we just get to the Samoa Joe Seth Rollins match already?
I think that somebody's getting turned on, my nigga. If it ain't Adam Cole, it's gonna be Rey Mysterio, my nigga.
It's probably gonna be Rey Mysterio.
Damn, I didn't even think about that.
Together. I forgot the
I didn't even think about that.
He never forgot. He never forgot him for the on the pole match.
Is this going to turn into Ray versus Dominic at some point then?
No.
Yeah. Did Ray resign?
He was there. I mean, he's back on TV, so I'm assuming. I've not heard what his deal was, if he's doing like a appearance thing or whatever, but I would assume. One would assume. They're also Street Profits are defending the Raw Tag Team Championship against Andrade and Angel Garza. What's wrong? What's wrong? Talk us through it.
This don't feel good, fam. I'm gonna be honest.
It don't feel good for the Profits.
My nigga Tez came out there. His hair wasn't combed.
No, yeah. Afterthought.
He probably cut the best promo since he's been. The nigga probably cut the best promo since he's been in the WWE. I don't even think this was on TV. I think this is something for .com that they did, and it was him kind of shooting. Not necessarily shooting, but kind of just not doing the funny stuff and not kind of doing the bug-eyed and the voices. It was
this was Monday?
Yeah. Monday after the show, because he came back during Raw, and he came back during Raw, and he cut this promo like for .com, and it was different. It was really, really good. If you get a chance to see it, it's probably on their social media. But it was Montez kind of cutting a slick promo, but it was like he came out of nowhere. The nigga hair wasn't cut. He looked crazy. I don't know what was going on. I just don't. And so
the storyline is weird.
I'm really scared.
If like, okay, so we don't. It's SummerSlam is Sunday. As of right now, we don't know who or what poisoned Montez.
Oh no! So yeah, we do.
Muñeca.
Yeah, she did it.
What you call me?
My nigga. He said my nigga. He said my
Muñeca.
That sounds crazy.
Oh, you never heard? Well, you kind of northeastern nigga is you, man. You know.
Muñeca.
Yeah. Hola muñeca. Ven acá.
Nyeki is, the little dolls. It was a little doll that
Beetlejuice had.
That's some voodoo shit?
No. For young girls to play with, like a I don't know if it was porcelain or what. I only know that because my daughter's mom, her sister, they used to call her Nyeki.
Nyeki?
Because she looked like one of the dolls.
Is the doll black?
No, it's Puerto Rican.
Puerto Rican.
Does it look Puerto Rican?
Yes.
Yeah, it's yeah.
Muñeca.
It's a Puerto Rican dog. I got a homeboy.
It just sounds like you saying my nigga. That's all it sounds like you saying.
Yo,
Muñeca.
Muñeca.
So I got a homeboy, right? You ever have a homeboy who's so he's like so charming, he gets away with saying the wildest stuff?
Yes.
So my homeboy E from up top, from the Bronx, he's an older nigga, but he's not old. He did like a dime in prison, like up top, and like he's nuts, right? So like, you know how old nigga see a Hispanic woman go by, and he be like, hola, como está? Let's go to my casa and we can do the local thing. Like that's completely racist, right? That's completely racist.
Yeah.
However, if you say it right, it don't matter if it's racist because he said it slick and he's good.
Yeah.
So you get away with it.
Yeah. I feel you. I feel what you're saying. But you can only be a certain type of person that carry that.
So my man it's kind of his thing. So there's a very, very attractive nurse that works at my job, and she's Hispanic. And every time he sees her, he says, "Hola, muñeca." And the first year he was saying it, she smiled and walked by. And now, I mean, I wouldn't blame her for saying whatever, nigga. Right?
Yeah. They never got together. He just keeps saying shit.
No, that's just the face. That's just the face she makes. She's tired of the nigga. She was never ready to go. She was just like, thanks for calling me cute.
Dumbass Muñeca.
Muñeca.
I don't know what that means. I'm sorry. If I offended anybody, I apologize. I still don't know what that means.
I just say go with it. You know me.
That's just her name, son.
It sounds like you're saying my nigga. That's all I'm saying. Apollo Crews is defending the United States Championship against MVP. Both Bobby Lashley and Shelton Benjamin are banned from ringside, so I guess that means that we can't get a full Lashley on Apollo Crews.
I don't want to see a full Lashley.
That's the name. You've seen it.
No, I haven't.
When they was working on that nigga.
You saw him go full Lashley underground, raw.
Oh, ew.
He went full Lashley.
When it was getting chiseled.
Raw.
MVP, yo.
Hey, yo, I didn't know that they shortened MVP to P.
Even doper.
MVP. He's just Porter.
P.
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 P. August is it's been 5 years, I believe, since P died. I mean, I never shared it. I don't think I ever shared it, but I made a playlist in Apple Music.
Share that motherfucker. Shout out to Brawl.
I could listen to Sean Price all day.
That's a fact.
Cedric Alexander.
Oh no, that ain't out yet.
No. I checked it. You might do some editing. I checked it during.
I didn't say nothing.
When earlier when I said let me see what happened, and I was checking something. That's what I was checking. But I think we're a couple days early on when we would know if something happened. So when we know what happened.
Yeah, we'll rap about that.
Y'all know. Y'all will know about that. Yeah, we will rap about that in the very near future. Asuka's wrestling in 2. Asuka could be the women's champion. That's what I'm saying.
The undisputed.
It's almost like 2 of the women that have been champions since October are now the most important things in the women's division in the WWE. I'm not saying that to say, like, you need to pat me on the back, Barry Horowitz or whatever, but Asuka.
Barry Horowitz is a very good Action Bronson song.
Facts. Big facts. Do we think Asuka could have the Raw and SmackDown Women's Championship by the end of Sunday night?
No.
So what's the situation? What's the story here?
She's better chasing.
She's not winning either match.
But at some point, I still think that Asuka isn't the story. I think the story is Bayley and
Bayley.
Sasha.
Now, she's just the reason. She's just the cause of the rift.
Hopefully, regardless of the outcome, hopefully, Asuka being amazing turns into Sasha and Bayley beefing.
Because you are not ready for Asuka.
It's long-term booking, son. It's about time you did something like that.
I applaud. I don't care who it is. I applaud whoever is.
Because all right, so there is, which is dope, right? There is a main event scene now. There's the 2 women power trip, right?
Right.
But there's also Asuka, which those are vetted and official.
Right.
However, Shayna Baszler has worked herself into this mix, and they had that tag match, and they are putting her name in that situation for a reason.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong.
So Asuka may win one or the other, and then Sasha and Bayley may beef or the other.
And I'm gonna say this. I've been talking about it here and in places that you guys haven't heard yet. But the 2 women power trip greater than sign the 2-man power trip, and it's not even close. If you go back,
I'm going to tell you why you're wrong.
If you haven't gone back,
I'm going to tell you why you're wrong.
Tell me why I'm wrong. Tell me why I'm wrong.
Because the 2-woman power trip happened without a crowd.
No, I look.
It's not their fault. However, I will always prefer crowded wrestling over 7 NXT niggas in the crowd.
When is the last time?
March.
When is the last time you watched March? When is the last time you watched March 2001?
Never.
Raw and SmackDown.
Never rewatched
2001.
I'm backed up. I'm maybe like a couple of weeks behind on the Raw and SmackDowns.
First of all, that stuff doesn't translate again.
No. But what I'm saying is because even with the crowd, and mind you,
including The Rock,
Rock is gone. The thing, this thing, Rock is gone. Where I started was The Rock's last Mania. Now it's literal. The main event scene is Austin and Triple H with Vince McMahon and the whole organization on one corner against Kane. Well, no, not even. It's literally Undertaker and Kane. Undertaker is the American badass, and the brother. It's the brothers of destruction. Everybody else is mid card or lower. When you go to Kurt Angle, Chris Benoit, Chris Jericho, and William Regal are having a fun, random mid-card feud, but it's not even for a belt. They're the best matches on any of these 2001 Raw and SmackDowns. The 2-man power trip shit doesn't even make any sense.
Always had the best matches.
The 2-man. You put up some of these 2-man power trip matches against what Asuka, Sasha, and Bayley have been doing throughout this quarantine. Crowd or no crowd, better matches, better story.
I am not preferring a. It's not a fair scale though.
It's not fair because Bayley's so much better than everybody else.
The problem with and I heard your Bayley theory this week. Bayley is the better of the. Bayley is shining brighter during this time than Sasha Banks, only because she's been booked more and louder.
Yeah, but Bayley's shining better than everybody that isn't Asuka.
But Bayley, I don't think is better than Sasha.
She's not better than Sasha.
Better in terms of what?
Anything.
In ring performance.
Anything.
She's
a better promo than Sasha.
No.
You're kidding me.
No, she's not.
You watched did they cut a promo together on Raw?
You know Sasha Banks is like my favorite wrestler, my nigga.
And so you're telling me your judgment is clouded then, is what you're saying?
No, it's not. It's not because I actually thought Bayley was dope before this shit.
Yeah, Bayley's been good. She's had a bad gimmick during a time frame when she's been really good. That gimmick was not working coming from the NXT to WWE. Right. You can see it. It wasn't that she was bad. It was just that the gimmick was not what crowds wanted to see. If she had a crowd right now, she'd probably be the hottest thing in y'all eyes.
No.
I'm just saying I respect the work. And I don't think Sasha's cutting better promos. Bayley, no matter what's going on, and this is the key. This is the shit that, because people always want to talk about what someone says on the mic. You know what I'm saying? I get that a promo is the words coming from someone's brain out of their mouth into a microphone through speakers so niggas can hear it. I understand that. The character, there's no when they leave whatever the little area is to get to the beginning of the secluded ramp in the performance center. You know exactly what's going on with Bayley when she steps out onto that camera.
But that's both of them.
No, it's not just what I'm saying. And what I'm saying is
nuance. All of it is nuance.
What I'm telling you This might just be in my eyes. Not
It's
only is
like
Bayley doing it better than Sasha, Bayley's doing it better than a lot of the other wrestlers on the card right now.
No. You're that's accurate.
I know.
That's the hottest shit on the. Those two are the hottest shit on the card. Those
And
two and Oscar.
And Bayley's top 2, and she's not 2, is what I'm trying to tell you.
Oh, you've been wrong before.
When? When's the last time I was wrong?
That's a nice bar, brother, man. That's a nice bar.
When was the last time I was wrong? It's dope, Nas, until you come up with the facts. If you can't pull up the facts,
what are you talking about?
This ain't Ether, my guys. What I'm talking about, like you can't just say, "Oh, you've been wrong before." You got to show the car facts.
You have been wrong. You have been wrong. I don't have receipts right now. Matter of fact, hey, Drip, pull up the receipts for
of when I've been wrong. Of when I've been wrong.
That's funny. No.
Like
so I honestly, I would say
that nigga got to go back one episode.
When? And it can't be somebody's name. It's got to be something real. It's got to be something real.
So no. I'll say the promo thing is subjective. I think there are times where Bayley shines brighter. I think there are times that Sasha shines brighter. In this era, we're getting a lot more Bayley promos than we are getting Sasha. So I can even rock, but in ring, I don't think it's close. In ring.
Well, that's why I asked where. That's why, and I mean, it's funny because it almost sounds like we're on opposite sides of the Miz conversation. We can't get into all this right now though because
I don't mean to cut you off. You brought up Miz, and I want to say Pat McAfee is Black and Miles. Pat McAfee, Pat McAfee is a better Miz than the Miz.
Bayley's a better Miz than the Miz as well.
So look, because I've heard silly stuff before. I can't listen to silly stuff. That was the silliest thing I've heard.
Only reason why another reason why I say that is we had a Miz conversation.
Yeah.
And the Miz is acting like a bad guy. And Pat McAfee is the bad guy.
And Bayley's a better bad guy than both of them.
That's a fact. I don't know about Miz.
I think the one area that Sasha excels compared to Bayley is what goes on in the ring.
Yeah.
Sasha puts on much better. I mean, 9 times out of 10, that match happened 5 years ago between the two of them, NXT TakeOver Brooklyn. 9 times out of 10, a lot of that was Sasha. Sasha was the heel in that match, no?
Yeah.
She probably called the fuck out of that match, is all I'm saying. But they're both dope in-ring competitors. But I think even if I use my argument of Miz being very good up until the bell rings, I think Bayley's better in ring than the Miz. That's why I'm saying
yes.
All around, I think Bayley's better than Sasha. In ring, Sasha wrestles circles around Bayley.
Can we revisit this?
We have to.
Conversation. No, not. I'm talking about the Miz part.
Yeah, we'll have to.
After.
Yeah,
we'll have to have it. We'll have to go back because we still gotta. Yeah. We really need to finish. I
hope y'all niggas watch.
We ain't done.
Nigga, no. We got a couple
more shit left.
Well, I mean, we started talking about Asuka having 2 championship matches and when
we didn't finish the card. We haven't talked about the worst WWE champion in the last 20 years.
Who, Braun Strowman?
The Miz.
Braun Strowman?
He's bad too.
Oh, you talking about Drew McIntyre?
WWE champions right now are terrible.
Yeah, you know, who cares?
Oh, you mean the white people?
Terrible.
Facts.
You mean the white
terrible.
Hashtag
push Big E. Push Big E.
I was gonna say I don't think Big E's even in any match right now.
He tore for Prez, nigga. He tore for Prez.
Facts. Big facts. You need that to put that shit on a t-shirt. Yeah, it's crazy. Big E ain't in no match. I don't care about Braun Strowman and The Fiend. Everything in the crazy part is everything I've been seeing has been Alexa Bliss and The Fiend. So I don't watch SmackDown, so I don't understand the story at all. Who cares? Drew McIntyre versus Randy Orton again. I don't understand why Randy Orton is killing all the legends to then wrestle the young guy who has the belt. It doesn't make sense to me.
It makes no sense.
Why does Drew McIntyre care that Randy Orton kicked Shawn Michaels or anybody?
He wanted his eye cocked.
This was my turn.
He's got to go. Nah, I do. You can't.
I wanted my eye cocked.
He wanted his eye cocked first.
Jesus Christ. Just keep saying it.
You stupid. You stupid as shit.
All of these eye cocks.
That's pretty much the show. If y'all want to watch it, fucking watch it. I want, before we get out of here.
Well, what's the main event?
Those are the main events.
It's
those. That's how
I'm watching AEW.
You mentioned how bad the championship scene is.
Yeah.
Those are the main events.
What's up? Is oh gosh, Randy Orton.
It's Bray and Braun.
Bray and Braun.
And it's Drew and Randy.
We gotta pick them.
I'm going Drew. I'm going Drew and Braun.
Drew, I'm not going Braun. They got to get that belt off of them, and they know it. I'm going The Fiend. And
do they know it?
Drew. God dang.
I don't know if they know it.
This watch is heavy, and I wear heavy watches.
What?
Damn, that's that rich talk right there. That's what that sounds like. But don't let the Discord hear that.
Yeah, you right.
Nigga said this. He said my watch heavy. My watch heavy as fuck. Yo.
My watch heavy as fuck right now, bitch.
That sounds crazy. That sounds like rich nigga
You
dream.
know my body. You
Made
know
that
my
music
body.
8. The fuck was you talking? What the hell? He said,
My watch heavy as a bitch, shorty.
you know my body. That's terrible.
You know my body.
All right.
Ooh.
Pew.
Before you know my body's ridiculous. Before we last week, and I feel like I've had this conversation a couple times randomly. But we were talking about shows we've been to, pay-per-views we've been to, and I had a conversation with a former work homie. We were catching up, and I was talking. I actually looked at the wiki page for the one pay-per-view I'd been to as a pro wrestling fan, which is SummerSlam 1990. This was
Wow. I'm gonna be honest. That's sad.
That's the oldest thing about me right now. Like of the things that I've admitted in life, that's the oldest
pay-per-view you've been to.
That's the old. I was 9 years old.
Wow, I was 11.
I ain't been to one.
You've never been to a pay-per-view?
Nah.
Nigga,
No. AEW.
I was like, we was in the fourth row of the pay-per-view last week.
We were talking about y'all drinking Hennessy, remember?
What did you talk about, baby?
We were. That was the only one I've been to.
I've been to TLC. I've been to Mania.
Right.
Right. Again, you know.
I've been to.
Nice watch.
My resume heavy, bitch.
It's off now.
My resume heavy, bitch.
Nigga, we surprised my kid with Raw with his godfather, who's right there.
Word. Yeah. Yeah.
That wasn't a pay-per-view.
It was TV. I've not been to a TV taping at all. But I thought I was tripping.
Brokey.
Look at these poor people. Look at these poors over here. Nah,
That was free.
That was very funny.
Niggas was free.
I talked about it so
was free as shit.
You know how like you talk about something so much, but you're like, am I remembering this wrong? Like, did it actually happen? I had to call my mom this week while I was watching it to make sure. She confirmed. Me, her, my aunt, and my cousin. We went. My cousin's a month older than me.
Cuz we went to like Starcade or something, in Baltimore. We went to we went to the Bash.
That's crazy.
It was
me.
came out and
Nah,
yo,
that was at we watched that. We watched that at your pop's house.
That one okay, that one is that one's. It's funny, yo. I'm trying to figure out which ones
you went to,
and then which, because we went to the bash. Me and Junior went to a couple bashes.
See, look, they don't even know who Junior is, nigga. It's Ghostface Light.
Nah, that's the other podcast. But yeah, niggas had opportunities to go to, like, it's not like niggas is paying $1 million.
I didn't have many. We went to a couple of shows at East Rutherford.
Snoop is in your face, baby. Snoop is in your face.
But
oh my, what?
Snoop is in your face.
Somehow
Cal tried to get his story off. I ain't say Snoop cocked your eye, nigga.
I don't know. I put Cal out.
Somehow, my mom and my aunt scrapped enough money to get us some of the cheap seats. My mom said it. My mom said we was up in the rafters or whatever, but we saw that damn show.
Yo, I'd be so scared in them seats.
Yeah, it was. I remember it being very high up.
I don't like those seats. I'm scared of those seats. I had those seats. I definitely had those seats at a pay-per-view.
I've had those seats at a basketball game not that long ago. You know what I mean? But it depends on getting comp tickets, all that stuff. Whatever the situation was, we was in there. I took some notes while I was watching. I watched the whole show.
That's dope. That's very Cal.
Can you move my motherfucking picture down? I don't like being at the top.
You look like a bottom nigga.
See, Jesus. You walked right into that one. Walked right into that one. I guess. I don't know. So yeah, I finally watched the whole show instead of talking about it. I just said fuck it. There were 4 black people on this pay-per-view. I wanted to run it down real quick. For those that don't know, this is a very gimmick-heavy, cartoony time of WWF.
Definitely that era.
It was also very manager-heavy. Bobby Heenan had a couple of people he was managing.
Manager. He was the
fact. He cut a great promo. We'll get into the promo in a bit. But Slick was there. Slick was not only the manager for the Warlord, but he also managed Power and Glory. And he was rocking the fire green Kangol for no reason whatsoever. I wonder what y'all think Slick's Kangol budget was. You think he had expensed the Kangols?
He had to, because he would Jerry Curl one out the first match, and he had to put the second one on.
Facts.
You know, and they would definitely OJ the first Kangol. You know what I mean? He would over Jerry the first Kangol to get to the second one.
They
over Jerry that bitch. You are
that's
bugging,
too much.
Yo.
That's too much. There's a girl, I think her name was April in 3rd grade. She had a Jerry. She put her head on the board.
Oh.
And when she came up, that it was a spot.
Oh, that ruined her day. She had done that.
And niggas had laughed. We got in trouble for laughing because there was a Jerry spot on the board.
She did not come into America that goddamn board.
No, facts. It happened. It used to happen all the time. Because she would have the Jerry pony sometimes too. Yeah. She's the only girl I knew.
Imagine what them scrunchies look
like.
Joni.
Imagine how fast them scrunchies came out with all that lubrication.
I don't know where she was from, and I was only in class with her that one year. She might have only been in my school that one year, but she was the only person I knew who was jerried out like that.
Yeah, I think one or two.
It was geriatric out that motherfucker in 3rd grade. But what was I saying? So yeah, so Slick had the ill green Kangol. Sapphire, rest in peace.
Speaking of Jerry curls,
super Jerry curl. She had the Jerry curl fro. She was a story throughout the whole show.
Yo, Sapphire was a whole church lady, yo.
The whole show, because she was supposed to have a match with Sensational Sherry. Sherry won by countout, and then the rest of the 2 hours, Dustin Rhodes is, I need to find Sapphire. I was looking for Sapphire. I can't find Sapphire. And he had the weird mullet. It was like his hair was cut and they slicked it down so it would like flip up a little. But then he had the party in the back. This shit was weird looking. It was really weird.
Nah, he talked like a nigga. That was a shag. That wasn't a mullet. That was a shag.
That was a shag, yo.
And for all wrestling dads out there,
Ralph Tresvant.
Hold on. Do you count Randy Savage as a black person?
Yo, usually sometimes
I
used to think Randy Savage was black. I didn't know.
Black, yo.
Low key there were
Puffy.
Low key there were 5 black people. There were 4 actual black people, and then Dusty Rhodes and Randy Savage had a match. So that's 5 black people. Yeah, that's one black person. But my son, I felt bad because it was polka dot era Dusty Rhodes, and so my son was like, "What the fuck?" He was like, "The hell is going on?" I had to stop the pay-per-view. I pulled up the Hard Times promo on YouTube. I had to run the whole Hard Times promo for him. He didn't give a shit, but I just had to feel better because I felt bad for the soulful stylings of the American Dream.
I want to know who hit the cowbell in the American Dream.
I had that on tape. That was on the soundtrack tape I had, the theme song tape.
Somebody was Will Ferrell on that joint.
Big facts. They was in there jamming too. That song, it sounds like a theme song from an 80s action film too, don't it?
Absolutely. It was like American Dream.
That's the same. That cowbell is the same shit from
Cowbell.
J. Rule's Come Clean.
Yo.
Same one.
Clean cowbell is wild.
We're going to have to stop this podcast. There's going to be 4 people that's going to know what the hell we're talking about at the end of this series.
Davis, can we get a rundown on when the American Dream Dusty Rhodes WWF theme was released?
Facts.
And when J. Rule's Come Clean was released?
That's a good question.
Awful.
J. Rule the Damager. DMA.
That motherfucker
JA.
Phonetically.
just so you're looking at the right people.
Damage.
Nobody could find Sweet Sapphire all night.
So I know what my baby is cooked for. You know what I'm saying? I just was wondering, all these polka dots, baby, is like we out here and she should be easy to find, you know what I'm saying? Because he's fine like wine, you understand what I'm saying? Dustin, don't snort that, please. Anyway,
So Dusty and Macho Man are having a match, and 2 seconds into the match, $1 Million Man with the gold belt on, with Virgil with the sleeveless glitter slave outfit.
Yep.
Arms crossed, and Ted DiBiase says, "Sapphire, come out here," and she come out. A black mink coat. It was August.
Hey, yo, nigga, if she didn't look like a drug dealer mother in the age, that was Rayful Edmonds' mama, yo. Like, yo.
They celebrate after the big score and shit.
That's the big score.
Yo, Ted said, I got a Cadillac, I got a coat, I got a diamond necklace.
Yo say, young, my mama ain't shopping in Fashion Bug no more, nigga. We out here. Mama out here.
Yeah, it was.
Mama out here in fabric.
I ain't no Fashion Bug with some bullshit.
Nah, yeah, that's what my mama was all the time.
That's where my mama was, my nigga.
All of our mamas, nigga.
Facts.
It's like mama
every
ain't
piece of
shopping.
clothes in there.
$1 Million Man said, no, baby, take all that Fashion Bug off, baby. I'm putting you in good fabrics.
Only the finest of linens for my sweet Sapphire.
Oh my God.
So that was 3 actual black people. The 4th is the homie Bad News Brown.
Alan Cohart.
This was his last pay-per-view with SummerSlam.
Rest in peace.
he was pissed because
She's black.
Because he said Vince had told him he was going to make him the first black champion.
Y'all ever seen when Bad News Brown was on Arsenio Hall?
Yes.
And he was calling Arsenio Hall a wild coon for laughing and stuff.
Yes.
Like
it was a real one. Talk about a real one.
I fool Bad News Brown. He was a real life karate man too.
Big actual judo champion,
real life karate man.
I don't remember. I think it was the episode where we talked about Braun Strowman throwing the ambulance. It was the same episode where I found a video of Bad News Brown doing a promo with the sewer rats.
And sewer rat, yo.
I didn't realize that was a promo for SummerSlam. He was supposed to have the sewer rats at this match with Jake the Snake. And of course, this was one of two Big Boss Man appearances. Big Boss Man was a special referee in the match.
It's one of the times when we were supposed to realize that Vince was liable to go to the well one too many times. How many times did we see niggas trying to match Jake the Snake animal for animal?
Facts. And they kept talking sewer rats, and I didn't see any bucket.
It was a gerbil. It was a giant gerbil.
There was video, and it was one possum in a cage.
They were like, "Hey, Jake, blow some crack smoke in his face and see what he do."
And Jake said, "I gotta find a crack smoke with my snake. Hold on one sec. It's in the bag somewhere."
He said, "Nigga Jake." They called him Damien on TV. Jake the Snake was called Stem in real life. Come here, Stem.
Stem Roberts. Now for fans of tag team wrestling, if you want to see what the WWF was doing in 1990, look no further than the first match. Hercules and Paul Roma were a tag team called Power and Glory.
Another guy that I had misplaced racially. I didn't know it was Hercules Hernandez.
Yeah,
I thought Hercules was a white man.
Yeah, he was Hercules Hernandez.
He looked like Lyle Alzado.
But facts. I think maybe when he first came to WWF, he was a heel, and he might have been Hercules Hernandez at that time. But when he was a babyface specifically, he was just Hercules before. And this would have been like 87, 88 by the time 90 came out, and him and Paul Roma were rocking the black trunks with the black knee pads. They were low key. That they made them a team. Mm-hmm. Their finisher
was dope.
I was not ready for Hercules doing the superplex off the top, and as the guy hit the mat, Paul Roma was coming off the other ropes with the high cross. It was crazy. It was crazy.
The spliggity.
And they won with that, and then they beat him up afterwards. They were a team for a hot second.
They beat the nigga up. They beat Shawn Michaels up with a chain before the match. You know what I'm saying? And then Jannetty. Jannetty. I thought Jannetty could handle himself. I mean, he did kill a man. So
he made a man disappear before.
Yeah, what kind?
His eye caught.
Oh my God!
Jannetty wanted his eye caught.
No, he didn't. That's why he made a man.
Jannetty was ready.
He with that Ready Rock. That's what he was ready for.
Shout out to Sapphire. Sweet Sapphire, come here.
Sweet Sapphire.
Shout out to Jake. Stimmy.
Probably the best match on the whole card is a 2 out of 3 falls match between Hart Foundation and Demolition. The first fall, there's a point where Bret Hart is kind of on his own, and he has to. There's the sequence between him and Smash and Crush. It sounds ridiculous because they look ridiculous in those goofy ass gimmicks, but it's really, really solid tag team. For anybody talking about what AEW is doing in tag team wrestling, I think you need to go back and watch stuff like this to understand the evolution of what being a proper tag team really is, not just a couple of dope guys being put together.
Rest in peace, Ric Flair.
Rest in peace, Ric Flair. Rest in peace, Jim the Anvil Neidhart and his pink kufi?
Yo, nah, that was. I didn't get it. Like I was like, oh, he watched the Golden Child.
Facts. He was looking for something to match that jacket. I think my homie DJ Iron Mike said those jackets they were rocking was
Michael
one of the
Jackson's?
first times. Yeah, those with the tassels. It was one of the first times they rocked those pink jackets. So maybe he thought that pink kufi was going to sauce it up a little bit. One other thing I wanted to point out. There's a Texas Tornado, aka Kerry Von Erich. He challenges Mr. Perfect for the Intercontinental title. Like I mentioned earlier, Bobby Heenan was a manager for a number of people. He was managing Mr. Perfect.
Mm-hmm.
Mr. Perfect said something, da-da-da-da. Bobby Heenan, and I don't know if he was sneak dissing. I think he was sneak dissing.
I think he was too. I know what you're talking about.
He said, he said, the thing I know about Texas Tornadoes is their heads are always in the clouds. This is the first thing he said. Talking about Kerry Von Erich. Now, mind you, know that if anybody on that roster knew about the real Von Erich story, it would be Bobby Heenan. He'd been all over. So he said, I know them Texas Tornadoes got their heads in the clouds. And then he said, and when a Texas Tornado has their head in the clouds, they can't keep their feet on the ground. And for anybody that don't know, Kerry Von Erich infamously lost his foot.
Only had one foot.
And he had a prosthetic foot in the boot.
And they ain't even had a sugar.
And facts. Rest in peace, Kamala. And Pat Tanaka, who coincidentally was part of the Orient Express, and probably
Paul Diamond.
Facts. One of the most offensive matches on the SummerSlam card in 1990. He said he remembered a match where the boot got pulled off of Kerry Von Erich's foot, and he saw that man's didn't have no foot. But that was the only time he'd even know. Like nobody knew that Kerry was only had one foot.
Seen that nigga nub.
That's crazy. So
Booking put nub in all them on paces. Booking put nub. I'm sorry.
We'll get out of here in a second, but I was talking to my homie and we were trying to figure out if Vince knew that Bobby Heenan was sneak dissing Kerry Von Erich and didn't care because back then there were no dirt sheets like that, so nobody really knew that Kerry didn't have no foot and would have associated either of the things with Bobby. Like, is he that devious?
Yes.
That makes sense.
100%.
So, if you want, before you watch SummerSlam, whatever it is, in the Thunderdome, maybe check out SummerSlam 1990. A time when they're more offensive and more racist, but there's some good tag team wrestling.
Maybe we'll go watch along on a match or two sometime soon. Let niggas know what you want to do. We'll figure it out.
That'd be fun. That'd be a lot of fun. Before we get out of here, do you all have a black wrestler of the week?
I'm gonna go Naomi. She was on the New Days podcast, telling on the WWE, told them, telling how them niggas wanted the permed hair, and that when she did do the natural hair, it was a conscious decision, and they didn't know. And shout out to her for keeping it a buck about about everything, and being a real nigga, man. Shout out Naomi.
Yeah, no, that's dope. That's dope.
I'm gonna say Cedric Alexander. Shout out to you.
Yep.
The seeds were planted, and I know you about to turn on this nigga.
I'm about to say that.
Yeah, everything, shout out to you. Other than your temp is terrible. But he can wrestle.
He's definitely that guy. And I might need to go dig up that video of him with the super kick with the announcer before that match. For old time's sake. That'd be crazy. I'm probably gonna have to give my black wrestler of the week to Bad News Brown. There's a point on the SummerSlam tape where this man wild. There's a point on the SummerSlam tape where he's squaring up with Big Boss Man, and he audibly is like, "Man, fuck this shit," or something like that. Like he just, at the very least is an audible F word during a SummerSlam 1990 from Bad News Brown. I respected the fact that in like 2020 eyes, he was a black dude squaring up with a whole police officer in the middle of a pro wrestling ring.
Yeah, the only thing about that whole feud is I can imagine how many times that the Cobb County meter maid called Bad News Brown a boy.
Facts.
Come on, boy! Come on, boy! What do you want, boy?
Rest in peace to Bad News Brown. Before we get out of here, please let the people know where they can find y'all on social media.
Hey man, LFam7 on your social media choice, but more importantly, at Where's Buffy every single weekend, man. This week we're gonna talk math versus meth.
Meth versus meth.
At Math Damon, bitch.
That nigga is smoking a Michelob flavored Black and Mild.
Wait, did you reg that, or you just open the pack and smoke?
Nah, I just opened the pack. I don't feel like freaking a hole.
This nigga gonna have a whole cancer show on this show.
Yeah, we call it freaking the Black and Mild down here. When you take the cancer paper out, except for the cancer paper is probably the outside paper and the tobacco. However, it doesn't matter. Yeah, we call it freaking down here.
I've heard regging. I've heard freaking before, but we reg a black. I never regged a black. I was the same way. I mean, who's got time to
nigga a black smoke for 2 hours.
Facts. You can hold on to a black for a whole week if you
and top 10 worst smells of all time is a unlit, like a put out Black and Mild. Oh my gosh, yo.
Yeah, you want to kill yourself. Don't do it though. Don't do it. That's why you need matter of fact, maybe Black and Milds aren't the best thing to be smoking during COVID because you can't share a Black and Mild with nobody.
At this point, you should probably just cut it and smoke that part through the tip, and then cut the next part and smoke that part. Because if you can't relight the black.
What has anybody done a test? Like how long if you light a black? And we're talking about nonsense. Somebody, Davis, please find me how long it takes for a Black and Mild to burn. I'm at Cal on Twitter, at Black Rasslin, Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. BlackWrestling.com. BlackWrestling.com. What am I talking about? Is the website. And always you can find the Black Wrestling Podcast on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google Podcasts, wherever you find podcasts. We are usually there. Apologize for the extra long episode. Again, it was a lot of pro wrestling we had to get through, as well as a lot of other nonsense. I think in the future we are going to try and shorten these episodes up. I will shut up for now. You guys enjoy.
Minutes.
What's up, nigga?
35-minute shows.
You 5 minutes late talking about 35-minute shows. This is what the fuck is going on here. We gonna get
them motherfucking shows is just our intros.
35 minutes. Wish your nigga would. Nigga, fact. We don't even get to wrestling until 47 minutes into the show.
Facts. That should be that. That should be fire though. That should be super fire though. All right. We'll catch y'all next week. Peace. Be fire though. That should be fire though.